Coming up on this special interview for Mustang News, we talk to Kathryn Hager, owner of Little H Creative, a small Wichita Falls boutique. We'll talk to her about her store and the ins and outs of owning a small business in Wichita Falls. Welcome to this edition of Mustang's Corner. I'm Morgan Hare. Today we have with us Kathryn Hager, owner of a small boutique in downtown Wichita Falls called Little H Creative. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, so we brought you here to talk about running a small business in downtown Wichita Falls. So we want to know more about your business. Can you tell us a little bit more about exactly what Little H Creative is?
Yes, Little H Creative started almost 9 years ago when I was in college here at Midwestern State University, and I wanted to own my own business and help pay for the last semester of college. So I started screen printing custom orders. Fast forward about 6 years, and I started printing my own designs and opened a storefront last year, and this is the first year that we've been in our current location.
Awesome. So where did you get the idea for Little H specifically?
Well, my last name is Hager, and I have 3 beautiful little girls. So whenever I was naming our business, I wanted to focus on them because they're the heart of what I do. So Little H is after our 3 little girls.
That's awesome. So I know that there are multiple artists and brands that you carry in your store. Could you tell us a little bit more about the different vendors?
Yes, so we are blessed to have about 15 vendors who are local artists in our community that sell at our store. They're vendors. So we not only sell our apparel brand, but we also have Allison Beck with Lily and Sparrow. She has really beautiful frame signs. And then we have Nicole with Deer Heart Designs, has stamped metal necklaces, and we have other jewelry makers, candle makers, and leather goods. Lost Penguin is one of our great leather vendors, and it's genuine leather and it's a great quality.
So you said that you have your own clothing line. Could you talk to us more about that?
Yes, so last year we launched Ramble Apparel, which is our own clothing line. I started printing my own designs about 3 or 4 years ago, and then finally decided to kind of detach it from Little H, because Little H is custom screen printing, we do web design, we do graphic design. So to make our own apparel brand stand out, we created Ramble Apparel.
Awesome. And you brought some of your shirts here with you
I
today.
did. So one of our most known shirts is our navy Wichita Falls shirt, and it's this one right here. So we print a lot of Wichita Falls designs, but we also carry some of our new spring shirts, which are some of these right here.
Awesome. And so you said you do all your screen printing in store.
Yes.
So how was that process?
So it's a long process. I think that a lot of people don't understand. We start by having a screen, you've also heard of screen printing and then silk screening. It's the same thing. So we start with a screen that is wrapped in silk mesh, and you essentially put emulsion on it, you shoot your image into it, hook it up to the machine, and then it prints your shirt. We manually print all of our shirts in the shop.
Okay, so to print a shirt, how long would you say that would take?
Well, we do custom printing, and we have a minimum of 25 shirts. And the reason is for us to do a complete setup to print one shirt would take, essentially days, but we have the equipment to do it within probably 5 hours to get set up. So it's easier for us to print bulk than versus one shirt orders, which we don't do at the store.
Yeah. So where do you get your designs from? Where do those ideas come from?
I design everything. Our mission with Ramble is really to inspire other people. So I design, and I used to design and print everything. Last year I was blessed to hire my husband. We now co-own Little H, and he prints all of our designs. So I'll occasionally collaborate with other artists around the U.S. to do a shirt. For instance, our maroon shirt was a collaboration with a girl from Washington, and it says, "You belong among the wildflowers." It's a Tom Petty song, which is fun. So anyways, we sometimes work with other artists to kind of just spread the word about Ramble Apparel.
That's awesome. How do you reach out to those across the nation like that?
Social media, I would say I ran across Maddie, who did this design for me on Instagram. I liked what she did, Instagram and Pinterest. I had seen some of her work, and I wanted to bring her here to Wichita Falls, her talent.
That's awesome. Do you reach out to any other artists like that?
I do a lot of collaborations, brand reps. Yeah, we do a lot of flea markets in Dallas and Houston, and so to go to those, I had to reach out and kind of ask to be a vendor there.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so one last question more on the business side of things. Could you tell us what it's been like for you to run a business in Wichita Falls?
It is hard, but it's also been extremely gratifying. I grew up on a produce farm about 25 miles north of Wichita Falls. So I was raised with entrepreneurial instincts and drive. So going to college here at Midwestern State really helped me believe that I could do it. I'm not a sit at a desk type of person, so printing and then running a business has helped a lot just with the education that I got here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All righty, well, that's all the time that we have left.
Okay.
Kathryn, thank you so much
Thank
for joining us
you.
today and telling us more about Little H Creative. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MNG Media and like us on Facebook. For Mustang News, I'm Morgan Hare.